All right, welcome everybody to our Which Brew is Right for You. Tonight we're having a good time with a handful of our associates in promoting our nutritional line with Life by Secret. My name is Carrie. I'm a Ruby agent with the company and have been working with Dr. Howard Cohn and this amazing nutrition that he formulated for about 10 years. And a handful of my cohorts here and associates have also been incorporating this product into their lifestyle for a long time here within the last 10 years. And we wanted to come together and share with you some tricks and some treats about healthy hacks for smoothie recipes with two of our product lines specifically that we're going to focus on tonight, which is our protein shake and our greens powder. So we're going to talk about some fun recipes and we're going to have a good time with what we do because it's all about having fun with what we do. We love what we have. We love to share it, and if you like to have a good time, I think you'll enjoy yourself. So tonight, if you're invited today to look at this video, you're watching this replay, we want to encourage you to take notes if you find a favorite recipe, because we're going to be sharing some recipes, but also we're going to go over some of the just slight little highlights of each product. So I'm going to start with that so you can learn a little bit about why Dr. Howard Cohn formulated this nutrition, okay? And so he put this together because of a need out of 50,000 patients, and being in practice nearly 30 years as a holistic practitioner. His whole thing was, people are coming to me with these common denominator issues, like 4 main things people were battling, right? So keep this check for yourself, or make a mental check for yourself. If you've ever battled with a lack of quality sleep, if you've ever battled with not being able to be comfortable in your own body, maybe you were just uncomfortable, had some discomfort, agony, frustration with your physical self. Maybe you didn't like the weight you're at and you were just struggling with trying to balance out diet, nutrition, and getting to a healthy weight. And the other one is energy. A lot of people are just flat out going, and then at the 2 o'clock or 1:30, 2 o'clock, they go, I need a nap, crash. Or they go for a Red Bull or a coffee or a chocolate or something caffeinated or sweet to give them that bump for the rest of the day, right? So those are 4 categories that he put together a simple product line. And we call it Health Made Simple. Go figure. We don't have to be rocket scientists out here. It's Health Made Simple, meaning that there's enough complicated stuff out there. We want to keep it simple. So we're going to bringing this product line to you and showing our lifestyle brand how you don't have to change your lifestyle so much as maybe just incorporate this. Maybe let go of 1 or 2 things that might be causing an issue and supplement with this. So we talk about supplementation because from where we're at in our body to where we want to be, if it's a higher level of health, there's a gap, right? So the supplementation fills that gap. And that's what this nutrition is. It's whole food. It's organic. It's non-GMO. It is so clean. I love this. And I'm going to show you this. This Informed Sport certification. This certification is very difficult to get, and any other supplement company that has it is very proud to have it. And we are very proud to have it as well. Every batch is tested for over 200 banned substances visible to the public and for unquestionable peace of mind. This is what the athletes look for. This certification, that's what they look for in the supplements that they take, and God bless, we have that. And thanks to Dr. Cohn for going through all the hoops to get that certification. This is the cleanest stuff on the market, as well as most effective in our opinion. It's impact product. So we're going to be talking about our lifestyle brand and how you can earn discounts and freebies and good stuff with that. So we're going to talk about briefly tonight, we're going to be talking about our protein shakes, complete amino acid profile, chocolate and vanilla. We're going to be talking about our greens powder. Again, it's so good you can eat it right out of the can, which is kind of cool. You remember the old days when we drink take that Kool-Aid, you remember the lime Kool-Aid? Put it in a little bit, on the lid. You put it in your finger right there, and you oh, see, like that? You guys want some? Oh, you can't. I'm sorry. That's so good. That's like raspberry and apple. So we're going to talk about shaking greens and our core Health Made Simple program. Also incorporated a mineral supplement called Alkaline Booster, buffering minerals to help support at the end of the day when we have all that stress. This is going to neutralize the bad acids at the end of the day. So we're going to talk about, this is one of our core 4 products, the booster. And then our main flagship product is recovery. So these 4 products are really what incorporates what we call health made simple. So it's just shaking greens in the morning, boosters at night, and that recovery, well, whatever you need to recover from, you're probably going to take it throughout the day. We take it 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon, depends, sometimes a couple at night. It's okay. It's molecular hydrogen. We'll talk more about this in another segment, but for sure, this is our flagship product. If you hurt anywhere and you need to recover from anything, this is something you're going to want to have in your body. Boosters are something to help neutralize bad acid at the end of the day. So why did Dr. Cohn put this program together? Not only to address those 4 symptoms that people are battling. Love your outfit, Joanne. You look absolutely beautiful. It's also very acidic, which is one of the things we want to avoid, this over-acidity in our body. And you look very acidic, my friend. I'm not sure we can help you, but we'll work on it. Is she having a good time or what? Can you guys see her costume? I gotta go over here. That's too funny, man. Good stuff. So there she is. Oh yeah, she's looking good. She's a slim witch. She's a slim witch. She's not an overweight witch. Why? Because she lost weight with this.
I'm not a witch.
Oh, you're not a witch. What are you, a zombie?
I'm a vampire.
Oh, a vampire. Now I see the teeth. Okay. He's a bloody vampire. Oh boy. We're going to come back to you for some recipes here in a short minute. Because I'm sure she's got some recipes with the shaky greens that are going to be themed for our holidays, or our ghoulish witch brew is right for you, right? We've got the vampire. We've got the witch. We are represented tonight. Good deal. So before we move into the recipes, which will be just a moment, let me just highlight 2 or 3 other products real briefly so you have an idea of what else we have in addition to this mainstay of our Health Made Simple program. We have extras. Does anybody ever need anything extra to support them? I think we do, right? It might be some digestive support. You need something extra to help it, maybe a sluggish digestive system. So we have a digestive enzyme, which we adore. This I take at every solid meal that I eat. I love, love, love this. As we age, we have slower digestion, so we need this. If you're ever sluggish, this can be your best friend. In addition to that, for digestive gut health, is our new probiotics. And I love this. You guys seen this? Individual servings, and they taste like cereal. All you do is tear it open down the hatch, and it tastes like cereal, like a rice cereal or Cheerios. Super easy to eat. Kids love it. Tastes great, and it helps get that gut healthy and balanced in the biodome that we need to have the gut flora healthy. So those are 2 extra supportive products. We also have, in today's world, an extra supportive product to help us with our immune system. In today's world, everybody should be taking some extra support for their immune system, right? So our Immunex is the perfect 10. Things like ginseng and mushrooms that are in there, and optizinc and elderberry and echinacea, all the good stuff that have been used for thousands of years to help support our immune system. That's an extra. Then we have a Hydro Effects, which is another way of putting that molecular hydrogen into the body. We'll talk about that again in another show. And my favorite extra for this time of year, you ready, drum roll? The curb. This is importante, muy importante, going into the holiday season. This extra product can help us curb our appetite so we don't overindulge with all the stuff that's coming in front of us, right? We know it's coming, the parties, or if you're not doing parties, just, it's comfort food season, period, right? We're going to be baking. We're going to be eating things that we don't normally eat. We'll probably throw things out because we made too much of them. And this will help us not overeat and overindulge. So I love what that product does for us. So those are a couple of our extra supportive products, okay? And I wanted to bring them up to speed so you could recognize that we have a system. The system here is based upon Health Made Simple, and then the other products can build upon it. Okay, to get the balance back in the body. So we've got stories that of testimonies of people who have used the product and gotten great results, whether they've lost weight or whether they've corrected a situation in their body they weren't happy about. And so filtered in through our recipes this morning or this afternoon, you got me so distracted, Joanne. I'm watching you. She threw me off. Yeah, are you going to pick that or what? So through your stories that you're sharing with us this evening, if you wouldn't mind incorporating your testimony, if you could manage to talk through those teeth. A little bit of testimony is a good thing. Just some short ones with what you've noticed since you've used the product. That would be great. So what I want to do is turn it on. I'm going to start with the chef in the house because we do have a chef in the house. So I want to start with John out in Vancouver, Washington. And keep notes, friends, because they're going to be sharing with you their recipes. And we have a couple of them around here. So whoever has a recipe, you get to share. And I'll start with John, and then I'll go to you, Miss Joanne. And we'll see what we can come up with. So jot down who and what, like if it's John and what his recipe is, and then we're going to vote at the end, okay? So go for it, John Lawrence out in Vancouver, Washington, the chef. I know you've got some fun stuff to share.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. And you know, I was going to be like, don't start with me because I mean, how can anybody beat? But then I would have to follow
right,
Joanne, and that wouldn't be good either. So you did perfect. Thank you very much. You know, I
The
love
thing
Captain
is,
America.
I didn't follow the rules.
Well, you see, I chose Captain America because we need somebody out there defending our food, right? So not just truth, justice, American way, all that kind of wonderful stuff like, you know, Superman and all that, but we need to be eating better. And I have to first say that, Carrie Jo, I met you many moons ago with Dr. Cohn, and I was about 240 pounds. And in my first go around back in 2016, took off 50 pounds, a little more. And so I've kind of done this between 185, 195. Well, you know, COVID happens and we're all home. We're not working and we're not doing all the stuff. And what do they call that? The the COVID 14 or the whatever. And not that I'm using this word at all, right? But you know, we put on some weight at home, right? And I thought, you know, let's get that off, you know. So I just use back and forth from Health Made Simple to Weight Loss Made Simple and just take off the weight. And I am still down. I'm actually now below 185 pounds.
Nice.
But yes. Anyway, I found out that I had some health issues, that the only thing keeping me going was recovery, the shakes and the greens.
Wow.
And I am so thankful that I had these in my my toolkit because it was kind of serious. So I learned that I needed to start eating clean. And if those of you that are watching this that have been out to dinner with me as a chef, you know it's very difficult for me to eat clean, especially being a pastry chef. I was basically addicted to sugar.
Right.
And in the last 2 months, I have not only been able to cut the sugar out of my diet completely, I've used these products to do it, and it has been amazing. And I love our greens. And but I'm not going to do my shakes tonight with the greens, okay? Because you can always put the greens inside the shake and have a really great fruity drink, and it's amazing. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So Dracula's dessert is what I'm going to start with.
Okay.
Dracula's dessert. I'm not going to make this for you right now because I'm going to make the other one. But Dracula's dessert is basically a cherry pie. A little bit of your almond milk, or you could use the oat milk. In my recipe, I use 8 ounces of cashew milk. And make sure you're getting your nut milks that are no sugar added, okay? But you just put that in there. And then frozen cherries. the frozen cherries to the amount of however thick you want that shake, right?
Mhm.
I start with about a cup, and that's pretty thick, so I might add a little bit more of the milk. And then a dash of vanilla flavoring, a pure extract, and then a dash of almond. And the reason I do the almond in there too is because now you have this nutty flavor going on, and it's almost like pie crust.
Ooh.
And so you've got that in there. And then, of course, you can't go in this without the shake. Now, I use 2 scoops of this into that, and that gives it a really good vanilla protein base, and you've got a really good shake.
Nice.
But I want to tell you something. A lot of people don't like the way some shakes blend up. It's a texture thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
Do 1 scoop and do this twice a day,
Oh.
right?
Very
Split it
good.
up. Make both scoops, but do double the liquid in there. Pour half of it out, drink it now, put the other half in the fridge, drink it in a couple of hours when you're feeling like you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. There's nothing that says you have to drink all of it right now, right?
There you go.
So blend that all up, and that's a really beautiful cherry pie, or, you know, it's got that nice redness to it with those cherries in there. So it's Dracula's dessert, basically, is what I called it for tonight. But so that's one. And then number 2 is I have loved infusing my milks. So one of my favorites is this Planet Oat Milk that is extra creamy. There's no sugar added in this. And I'll take this entire thing and pour it into a pan, warm it up, and throw in a vanilla pod and cinnamon sticks. And tonight, what I did in mine is I have one of these tea infusers, and I have a chai latte loose leaf tea.
Oh.
And I put about 3 tablespoons of that in here, and with the milk. And I just let that seep for a couple of hours, just right on the stove, just let that infuse. And, you know, the milk starts out this creaminess, but when you get it infused, you can see that it comes out this amazing, that chai latte is amazing. And you haven't added any calories, you haven't added any sugar, there's nothing in there. It's just the tea.
Wow.
So on this particular drink, I'm going to add some, I'm going to add half, like 4 ounces of the oat milk and regular. And then I'm going to do the other in this wonderful chai milk. Okay. And then I take part of that and I chill that, what I've infused, and I throw it into an ice tray. And I make ice cubes out of it, because you want to make a thicker milkshake, right? So I'm going to add some of those ice cubes in here to get that going, and a tiny little bit of some pure vanilla extract on top. And then, of course, 2 scoops of my protein. Now, I love this protein. I do a lot with this protein, and I'm going to make that up while we go to the next person. But I just want to give everybody a little hint and a teaser to what's coming in the fall. This right here is amazing. This is not pumpkin pie, but you know, none of you on here are old enough to remember chiffons, you know, back in the 70s and the 60s. But this is pumpkin chiffon. But not only is it pumpkin chiffon, it is pumpkin chiffon that's clean. There is no sugar. There is no, there's none of the bad stuff in this pumpkin chiffon. And it even has a tiny bit of the shake. But don't tell my wife. Anyway, this is coming next month. I'll talk to you about that later. But what? Yeah, right. So I'm going to make up the rest of this shake while we go on to the next person, if you'd like to do that. And anyway, those are my two. And I call this one the mummy's milk because, you know, it's the same color as the mummy's wrapping, maybe. I don't know.
Thank you so much. How fun is that, you guys? I'm excited to try the infusion. So what are you calling that infusion? Mummy's milk?
Well, this particular one is the chai tea, but this particular shake I'm calling the mummy's milk shake.
But that's your chai tea one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, love it, love it. We came up with a mummy maca or matcha or something like that.
Mummy matcha.
No, a mummy mocha. Marina came up with a mummy mocha. That's a tongue twister in itself. Let me move on.
All right.
Thank you so much, my friend John. Okay, who wants to go next? Joanne, are you ready?
Joanne.
Okay, let's hear from you. If you can talk with those.
I gotta tell you, I gotta take these teeth out because they're falling apart.
I hear you. It's better without them.
I hope my mouth is still bloody.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I gotta tell you that I don't remember you said it had to be shaken greens.
That's okay. Whatever you got is fine.
Well, I didn't go into vampire school.
Okay.
And I'm just a student. That's why I don't have my cape yet.
Okay.
But they said if I did really good tonight, I might get my cape.
All right.
So I'm really trying. I got the hair though.
It's great hair.
Okay, mine is called a vampire. Just a minute. I had a hair on my nose. A vampire shot.
Ooh.
You know, like, see the shot glass shot. But I got to tell you the coolest thing that they do for the vampire students. You don't have to be a sucker anymore. You could just go in there and they try to teach you stuff and they go to the lab and they get you test tubes of blood. And some of it's pretty good, but you got to realize there's a lot of people that don't have very good nutrition and their blood is kind of thin and wimpy. But I think I got good stuff. But you know, it gets kind of clumpy. Blood does when it sits around a while. So you have to kind of shake it good.
Spin it.
And and the other thing is, this is for when you get really tired after you've had a big night out on the town, you know, with your vampire outfit on. And so when you get really tired, you go for energy. That's what this is all about. So where'd you go, Carrie Jo? I was talking to you.
I went to do the same thing you were just showing. I forgot to talk about it.
Okay, I'll get there. Give me time. This is a first for me.
God bless.
All right. God? With the vampire? Really? You're going there? Oh, come on. Okay. So I take my shot glass and I take my blood and I pour me a little shot of that. And it's pretty good. Oh, yeah. But what you really do is it's supposed to be in a wine glass. But I thought wine glasses are kind of small, so I went with margarita glass. And so I pour it in there. And then I have, you know, the good stuff over here. In my glass. And this is my vampire shot. It's just wonderful. All right, look at that. It even has vampire teeth in it. So the way I make this is I took my test tube, which you can buy at Zurcher's or other party stores where they have candy gumballs, because this is a gumball tube. And you put about 3 of these packages, your energy in it, because this is supposed to be concentrated. And because I wanted a little bit more zing to it, you know, we like blood that's kind of souped up. So it doesn't matter if you go out and have a really good time. We're going to want that zing. So I like this drink. It's called Bai. It's an antioxidant drink. It does have 1 gram of sugar, but for this occasion, I went for it. I will tell you, there is a syrup called skinny syrup that is made with monk fruit. And, you know, that makes it totally, you don't even have to have the 1 gram. But I thought this was okay. And just so you know, this is seltzer with no artificial flavors, colorings, or sweeteners. So, got me a pretty good energy drink. So I can go out on the town, have a good time. Some of you look like you might be pretty good. Okay. I'm coming.
I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, that was great. All right, is that all you got? You good?
That's it. I will tell you.
Woo!
I'll
That was
tell you
great.
though, I did
That was
try
great.
this. My dog got scared when she saw me.
Yeah.
I did try it with the shaken greens, and it is pretty good. And you can, this was the one, you put a little bit stronger, so you make it a stronger taste with your energy.
Okay.
And I would do a full Vitamix container full of the shaken greens
Okay.
and pour this in as part of the liquid.
Okay. That is an amazing. So what would you call that? Because it's not going to be a vampire shot. What would you call that if you added it all in the shaken greens? A vampire pop?
No, I had the name, but I forgot. Hang on just a minute. I got to think. It was a Bloody Mary.
Oh! Well, that's perfect. All right. So if you're going to vote, Joanne's got the vampire shot and the Bloody Mary. You've got Dracula's dessert with the mummy's milk and John's. Okay. Anybody else have a recipe that they would like to share for
Doesn't
tonight?
Judy have something? She said she was going to.
Let's see what she says. You got to unmute, Judy. Oh, hang on. We can't hear. We can't hear you yet.
I think that they're competing not only for their recipe, but their costumes.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Oh, how can you? Whoa.
You just have to mute your other one. You're on there twice.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I can't hear you, but that's okay. That's why I had my cell phone on.
Oh.
No, so, you know, John, your recipes are amazing. And then you got this, you know, Joanne, you didn't do what you told me you were really gonna do, but I love the mud on your face. It looks a little warped. It looks like you. Well, my recipe is this. I only did the shake. So I did it as I usually do. I added the ice. Then I did my flax. I did some chia. I did pumpkin, about a quarter teaspoon of the pumpkin chiffon. It was like a pumpkin chiffon mix. And along with some extra cinnamon because I love cinnamon, and blended it. And so you can see it's like a slushy now. But the only thing that I would probably add to it is to experiment with actual pumpkin, and to give it a little more creamy consistency rather than more like the slush. But I have to admit, it's pretty good, So there's no competing here though. There's no competition, you guys. Oh my hecky. Okay.
Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets a trophy.
Oh, one of those. We all win. Wonderful. Thanks for sharing, Judy. Love your witch's hat. Okay. What are you saying, John? You're shaking your head. What?
Oh, no, we all don't win. I either want to win or I want to lose. One of the two.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All righty. Wonderful. Did Joanne have cough syrup in her? What is that question, Joe? Your special cough syrup, Joanne? Did you have that in?
I think cough syrup would work really good for this.
It's a little private joke. Okay, great. So just for fun, I have to share this with you guys. So my daughter, as you know, is an artist. She's very creative, and I mentioned that we were having this shake contest. So when I woke up this morning, on the counter, because she's a night owl, was at least 6 of these sticky notes with ideas for recipes, right? But I love this one. Because of the Halloween theme. The skeleton shake. Y'all want to guess what it is?
Oh.
That was a good one.
You want to guess? Anybody? It's just the vanilla shake and water. Basic bones, man. Skin and bones. Bare bones. The vanilla
bare
shake
bones.
and some water, 8 ounces and some ice. Shake it up. You're good to go. I thought that was brilliant and so much fun because, of course, you can build upon your bones with tissue and add more fun to it. But I love the bare bones, just literally shake powder and water.
Yeah.
Another way that's, I'll share this mummy mocha because this is a fun one. So I brought this, have you guys ever seen this? So for those of us who are trying to wean off of coffee because it's so acidic and we want to alkalize more than acidify our body because that's how we get healthier is less acidity, more alkalinity, right? That's why Dr. Cohn put this product line together to help neutralize the bad acids that we build up in our body. And coffee is so acidic, right? So we love a mocha, right? But if we could do it without coffee. So have you guys ever heard of this or seen this Ticino? You can get it in bulk powder where you can throw it in your coffee brewer machine, or you can get it in these tea bags. Well, we found this in the tea bags, and we love hazelnut. So there's no coffee in this. It's actually herbal, roasted. There you go, John. You know what I'm talking about. So you've got the vanilla nut. We like the hazelnut one. So she made this recipe up with this one, and this is delicious. Oh my gosh, you guys have got to try this. So it's where'd it go? Mocha. Here's this mummy mocha. So the Ticino, you let that brew in your hot water, and then you pull it out, and then you're going to put it in your blender with ice, your vanilla shake mix, 2 scoops of vanilla shake, 8 ounces of your Ticino, throw in some ice, and then you can add extra spices in, some extra cinnamon, right? Cardamom or whatever you like, cinnamon for sure, and blend that up, and that's a mummy mocha. Oh, it's tasty. You'll like that one. So that was a fun one. And then this morning we were playing with, so that's a Marina recipe. So if you're voting, that's hers, my daughter. And then this morning we created a rotten pumpkin. You guys excited about a rotten pumpkin? Oh yeah, right? You're like,
Right.
oh, you've seen them on the porch about like mid-November after Halloween, right? You're like, oh, I forgot about that. And then you go to pick it up and it's like, right? So this was a rotten pumpkin. So we do a shake and greens And we add about a third a cup of the pumpkin, Judy, just like you mentioned. You putting some real pumpkin in there kicks it up a notch, makes it creamy. So you can do this without the greens if you don't want it rotten. Wink, wink. That's what makes it this gross color. But if you just do it with the shake, it's fine. It tastes delicious. It's like a pumpkin vanilla latte, right? So we do about a third of a cup of the pumpkin from the can, unless you have a whole pumpkin that you use. About 8 ounces of coconut or oat milk, depending on your flavor or your preference. Like the oat milk is thicker for sure. I love coconut, so I do coconut milk. My daughter loves oat milk, so either one, or almond milk, whatever you have. And then add about a cup of ice, and then blend that up, and then you throw in your cinnamon. Heavy on the cinnamon, a little lighter on the nutmeg and the clove. Lighter in that order. Nutmeg and then clove is the least amount. So we threw that in there, blended that up, and it was so delicious. So that's what we had this morning, which is just we're trying our different recipes, and we had that one. It is most excellent. If you don't add in the greens powder, just take your greens caps when you drink that shake, when you make a real pumpkin spice latte type of shake. So it's super fun and super versatile. And then one more, spooky cookies. Spooky cookies. So spooky cookies is an easy way to take the protein powder and your favorite nut butter and oats, or perhaps chocolate chips if you like those, or whatever little accoutrements you want to add. So you take about a half a cup of nut butter, whether it's peanut butter or almond butter, a scoop to start with of the protein, mix that in and add in your oats, about probably a third to a half a cup of oats because they will expand. And if you need more butter because it's too thick, just add more of the nut butter into it. And then some people like to throw in some raw cacao to make them a chocolate spooky cookie, but it doesn't really matter. It's a protein cookie. It's a raw protein snack. So your protein powder gives you the fuel, and then you've got the love. Everybody likes the peanut butter, right? Or a chocolate and peanut butter mix, and you can throw in some oats. So it's a very simple 4 ingredients, simple way to have a raw cookie, a healthy hack. So think about the holidays, I shouldn't say holidays, but fall days or Halloween events that we might have coming up in the near couple of weeks in front of us, especially if you're watching this and you've got little ones, if you've got kids and you want healthier snacks versus the garbage that they shove on the trick-or-treats, right? So if you don't want the toxic sugar and the garbage, create healthier snacks and smoothies. We can even make that green drink be a Hulk juice and call it Hulk drink, Hulk juice, Hulk blood, whatever, and then make the protein balls, and you could have some fun with getting cute with decorations on that. Some people throw in candy corns. I like them, but I'm trying to avoid the sugar at this point with just healthier snacks. So I'm kryptonite on candy corns for me.
Yeah.
So giving you guys these ideas, we can spread this out and really have a healthier holiday season with our neat recipes. What do you guys think? You like these ideas? Yeah?
Yes.
Super fun. You can unmute if you want. We're about to wrap it up. I'm super excited you guys were sharing these great ideas. If anyone else has anything else, this is your time to do so before I wrap it. Any other ideas?
I will share.
Okay, please do. Please do, Brenda.
Okay, well, obviously I missed the memo because I'm not in costume. They're still up in the rafters in the garage. Haven't even started my holiday decorations. But one thing I do have my kryptonite is I do like chocolate. And so when I make mine similar kind of to yours, if I really want something chocolatey, I will call this Count Chocula. Okay. So I have found unsweetened almond milk that is chocolate and in the store, and you can't find it in the store.
Really?
You can buy a case and through Amazon. Let's see if I've got the container in my fridge. Do I?
To find one without sugar.
I think my kids already ate it. No, here it is, I think. All right. It's almond breeze and it's unsweetened chocolate. And so I use that with ice, and I use 2 scoops of the chocolate shake. And then to make it a little extra chocolatey, I put a little cacao powder in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super food.
And then for just a little extra nutrition, sometimes I'll put the nibs in.
Yum.
And I absolutely love cinnamon with my chocolate. So I have my Vietnamese cinnamon. I'll put a good, nice, generous amount of cinnamon in there. And then I'll usually put in like a half of a banana.
Oh.
And that with ice. And I just whip that up. It's really chocolatey. To me, it's sweet enough, but some people like it a little sweeter. And if they want a little bit sweeter, I usually add 1 or 2 of the medjool dates. And so that gives a little extra sweetness, and it's really a chocolatey treat. So that one's kind of fun.
Amazing. Oh my God.
So Count Chocula. And to
go through those list of ingredients really quick again. So the unsweetened almond milk.
Unsweetened chocolate almond milk.
Okay.
2 scoops of chocolate shake. Some cacao powder.
Okay.
Some of the cacao nibs. Generous amount of cinnamon. And I particularly like a half a banana in mine, but that's optional. And then if you want it a little bit sweeter, add a couple of the medjool dates.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
that's my chocolate indulgence right there, Count Chocula. And to kind of piggyback with you on what you do for your mocha, one thing that was recommended to me by Laura Bell was, because I'm a coffee person and I know how bad it is for me, and it just wreaks havoc on my system. And so she turned me on to Dandy Blend, which is it's dandelions, okay, but it has kind of a nutty taste, and it tastes a little bit like coffee, and it really tastes good in the shake. And so sometimes I will throw that in with my more regular morning shake, and that just gives it that little bit of a kind of a coffee flavor. And I know it's a whole lot better for me, and my body thanks me for that.
That's awesome.
Good job. That's like a superfood smoothie, Brenda, with all the dates and the cacao. That's a superfood. That's really healthy. And the unsweetened, I gotta dig for the unsweetened chocolate, because
it's hard to find here in California for some reason. So I usually order like 6 of them from Amazon, and then I'm well stocked.
Okay, we'll have to scope that out. All right, thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else got anything
great.
you want to share last minute? Yeah.
I do want to say, be really careful when you're looking at like your pumpkin purees. Don't make the mistake of pulling off the pumpkin pie puree, because it already has sugar in it and it already has the spices in it.
Oh,
It's really thick with sugar.
okay.
So if you're doing pumpkin stuff, just get the regular puree, unless you want all that sugar. I mean, I used to, but not anymore.
Right. We
But I
don't.
will tell you, eating all of the stuff, the everything that's on here, I'm down to 175 pounds, and I have not been this weight since I passed it in my teens.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's awesome, John.
and I feel amazing now. So
Good job.
Good.
thank you, Dr. Cohn.
Right on, for sure. Anybody else got anything else they want to share before I wrap it? We're good? Thank you so much for sharing. You guys, these were some fun recipes. And I have a note here for myself that I need to make sure I don't forget. One more recipe from Dr. Sue Wagner. She emailed it in because she couldn't be on the show tonight. So she calls her recipe, hang on, I left it, where is it? Here it is, Monster Mash. This is another fun one. This one's different. It's not a shake. Check this out. So it's like a bowl. Okay, you heard bowls are a thing, right? Give me 5 minutes, I'm on a Zoom. My neighbor's knocking on my door. So 1 scoop of the vanilla shake, 1 frozen banana, a quarter cup of I wrote it down, but I forgot what it was. Scoop of chocolate shake, frozen banana, quarter cup of liquid. I'm going to say that almond milk or oat milk. And then you blend that up, or you put it in a bowl and you mash that so it's a mashed potato consistency. And then you can sprinkle the top with cinnamon and greens, and or if you want to get crazy, you know, the candy corn. But ultimately, that is something you could out of a bowl. And you can still get a protein hit maybe late at night without the greens. You would still get a fix for you if you wanted ice cream or something like that for an instead. So I thought that was a great gift. That was Dr. Sue Wagner, and that is the Monster Mash. So that's a whole nother one to vote on. So what we can do is we can, when you're sharing this video, when people are going to be sharing this video with you, if you have a particular one that you like, we'll wait and tally at the end of the month. So between now and October 31st, Every time anybody gets this video, you want to get a vote from them with this video. And so by the end of the month, we'll find out who the winner is, and the winner is going to win something awesome from me. Okay, so thank you so much for playing, and I want to share with you again, anybody watching this between now and the 25th, there is a 10% off a la carte secret shopping spree. That's a tongue twister. Secret shopping spree. You can get any a la carte items up to by the 25th of October, you can save 10%. So this is a nice way to just gift you a free discount, if you will, from Secret, which is pretty nice. And that's part of our pre-opening or pre-exclusive opportunity to be part of Club Secret. So when you join the club, you will always retain that extra 10% off. So connect with the person who's sharing this video with you so they can share with you the value of Club Secret and what fun that is. And we will be doing more of these fun themed events each month. And I want to thank everybody for being a part of this tonight. Captain America, my vampire, my witch, everybody else. Thank you so much for having some fun with us tonight, sharing your blessed recipes and your insight and your stories. And we will end this recording. And thanks, everybody. Have a blessed day.